It's not good enough to simply take a stand against something. We have to be for something as well. We all want reduced health care costs, but we don't want to make up the difference with increased taxes. This approach has been tried unsuccessfully in socialist nations all around the world. This is America. We are a capitalist nation. Why should Karl Marx and Das Kapital drive our legislation more than Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations? Profit is not evil.
That's right.
It's what got America as strong as we are today. I'll tell you what is evil, though. Health systems featuring death panels that infringe upon our freedom to pursue life. That's what's evil. It is our freedom to choose from a variety of products and services upon our individual need, based upon our individual needs, that has made our country great. This freedom is the lifeblood of capitalism. Now, if we want to truly reduce healthcare costs in this country of ours, we need to implement proven capitalist methods. We want more competition, not a single-payer system. We want increased choice and coverage options from our insurance providers, not burdensome minimum benefit levels dictated by a central government. We want increased services, not ration care. We want true tort reform, not simple liability caps. How about holding lawyers to the same quality standards, i.e. malpractice standards, to which they hold doctors and other professions? We want regulatory reform, not more federal bureaus to siphon our hard-earned money away. And when we seek to increase the number of citizens covered, we need to seek capitalist solutions there as well. We want lower taxes to strengthen our economy and increase the number of folks who can afford to pay for health insurance. We want competitive bids from private industry to cover citizens with pre-existing medical conditions, not an overhaul of the healthcare system that for the vast majority of Americans is working.
Right.
Now, there are many capitalist solutions that are out there which have been ignored, and they're simply being ignored right now, just like we were with the Tea Party movements initially here. That breeze is good for everything except for the speaker. And if we're going to reform healthcare in America, we need to do it the right way. We need to do it the American way.
That's right.
Now, I want to put forward to everybody here a little bit of a call to action here. Going forward, we need to be pushing for capitalist solutions to our healthcare reform needs. We need to push for our elected representatives to be answered not with platitudes and talking points, but rather with specific references to elements of the bill that address our concerns. We need to provide visible support to politicians such as Representative Thaddeus McCotter, who respect their oath of office and defend the Constitution from enemies abroad and within. We need to remind politicians such as Representative John Dingell and Gary Peters, as well as Senators Carl Levin and Senator Debbie Stabenow, that if they choose not to adhere to their oath to defend the Constitution, and they instead choose to ignore the limits that the Constitution places upon Congress, that their days as our representatives are numbered. Now, we need to remain engaged in the political process in light of representatives that do not warrant the trust normally engendered by their oaths of office. The polls show that the majority of Americans are now against the proposed health care bill. The more people know about it, the more they don't like it.
Right.
We need to continue to make our voices heard at the town hall meetings, at rallies such as this, at the offices of our representatives, via voicemails, via phone calls, via emails, any way we can get the attention of the American public's ears and eyeballs.
That's right.
And we need to be there ardently voicing our concerns and exercising our First Amendment rights, like we're doing here today. Now, we need to also persevere in voicing our concerns over the overall direction our country is headed in. But I tell you, we need to do so with love, and we need to do so with respect.
Whatever it takes.
And this for love and respect is for all of our fellow Americans, even those who now oppose us in this pursuit. Frankly, many of them have simply been duped.
That's right.
The bill sounds warm and fuzzy on the outside, but it doesn't take much of a peek underneath the hood to figure out that this is nothing but costly spaghetti legislation at its best.
That's right.
The bill is very complex, and it has nuances that take many layers of reference documents to unearth. The majority of folks understandably rely heavily upon others to gain an understanding of what this bill really means. It is much simpler to simply outsource our responsibility to understand the truth to others. It is our duty as Americans to no longer outsource our understanding of the truth. It is our duty not to outsource our values and morals to socialist societies in Europe. It is our duty to bear the responsibility that goes with liberty. We need to go beyond chanting for our representatives to read the bill and read the bill ourselves. As painful as it might be, and believe me, it is painful. Yeah, we need to go beyond. We need to. This sacrifice of reading this bill here pales in comparison to the sacrifices that other Americans have made in service to their country. It is our responsibility to show respect for these sacrifices and hold our representatives accountable for the freedoms that our veterans fought to preserve. And finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, focus on these things. Look for these things. Look for them in our representatives. Look for them in the news. Look for them in progress that we're making. We need to focus on the good stuff here, because I tell you, there's a lot of frustration that can go along with the current situation we're in. We need to be focused on what is noble and true, folks. And I tell you, if you want to see the ingredients for real hope and for real change, just take a look around you here. Look at the person sitting right next to you here. That's where we're seeing the real hope and real change. This is a true grassroots movement, and it's shepherded by homeschoolers, small business owners. It's scheduled by bloggers, housewives. It's coordinated by internet surfers, retirees, and just plain old concerned citizens. Real, definitely real Americans. I tell you, looking out here from the stage with a unique perspective here, you really, really, truly make me proud to be American looking out after y'all. Keep up the good work there. All right, all these people here, everybody that's here today here is taking time out of your busy lives. And let's face it, as much as money is a scarce resource with us, time is a scarce resource for a lot of us here as well. And I just really thank you all for sharing in the aspirations of President Lincoln, who once said that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish under this earth. I thank you all for your continued participation in the efforts along these lines. May God lead us and be our strength during these times that try our souls. Thank you all very much for coming out. God bless America.
Hey, folks, I think it's probably important to remember also that Rattle With Us, the group that's putting together these for you, they, as much as the media would like to say that they're funded by insurance companies and by big business and whatnot, they're definitely not that. They're actually supported by your guys' donations. And they have a table up here with a little coffee can in it, grassroots style. So if before you guys leave, you might be able to file by, or maybe just if everybody dropped $1 in, I'm sure it would help a lot to help them along their way, help them do things and keep the people aware of what's going on. So thank you for coming out. I'm going to play 2 teams, so we're going to take that.